Today's episode of On Tap is brought to you by College Peep Show. Head on over to their website at repcps.com to check out their newest selection of hats, hoodies, tees, and drinking apparel. Use code ONTAP for 10% off your entire order. That's ONTAP, all capital letters, all one word. Back to the show.
All right, ready?
All right.
Ready? Come in. Ready? Ready? On tap. On tap strippers on 3. 1, 2, 3. On tap strippers.
Now I'm chilling on the couch and I'm tuned in. Tell her on the left, squats going in. Tuck her on the screen looking at your bae. Meanwhile, out now here serving A1 of the dopeness. You be feeling so hopeless when you got a drink on a
Welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to another episode of On Tap with the Boys, episode 71. Today, we're going to try to bring some heat and bring some excitement in here because we have a very special guest today.
I'm very excited.
Are you excited? Because I'm fired up right now. We have Jason Nowling, a.k.a. Jay, who has some stories he wants to talk to us about and some life stories, don't you?
Sure, yeah.
So,
talk about whatever.
Jason,
Yes.
you used to be, what would you call the profession? A male dancer?
Entertainer.
Male entertainer.
Yeah.
Male adult entertainment. Adult male entertainer.
We'll roll with it, yeah.
Somewhere in those lines. Okay, and there's so many questions that I have to ask.
Right.
First off, why is this not like a more common thing? Why does it seem so rare that you hear and see of other male entertainers other than like porn videos?
Right.
Magic Mike.
Right. So
Yeah, right.
I
Like the
think
Magic Mics.
an issue with that is a lot of people associate the male stripper for somebody that's gay or heavy bisexual or something like that, and somebody doesn't want to admit that. But I don't know. I've never had an issue saying that I used to entertain and shit like that. So I think it's like a
Confidence?
yeah. I don't think a lot of people are confident.
For sure.
Or it might take away that masculinity a little bit.
Is there similar to like regular clubs? Is there places where like it's literally just guys?
Oh yeah,
the
I mean
time?
you can have your gay bars and shit like that, but it's you're gonna have the same kind of audience in a sense. You're gonna have you're gonna have your straight guys go in there. You're gonna have women. You're gonna have gay guys in there, bisexual. It just depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. So,
I want to reel her back a little bit and kind of just like get your start. Like, when we were younger, we grew up on the male gigolo. Douche Bigelow, male gigolo, and like we were like, man,
Rob Schneider.
Schneider was the GOAT. He was the male figure that everybody wanted to be, which is crazy. Rob Schneider was the guy. But,
The sex icon of like 2002.
He was the male icon. And I just want to know, like, how do you get into something like this? How did you start? What was your mindset going into something like this?
so I had a buddy that I served with that did a lot of male entertainment on the weekends.
Because you were stationed, or you were down south or whatever for the military?
In California. And
Okay.
stuff. So I reached out to him. Hey man, I'm in the military. You don't get paid worth anything. Especially as an E1 to even an E5. We get paid. Basically next to nothing.
And these are ranks that you go up. Okay.
Yeah. So I went up to him because we all knew that he did it. So I was like, hey man, I'm looking for a little bit extra cash. Can you get me in a spot? And like
You sought it out.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, sure. I was working. I did like part-time mechanic, and out of shops and stuff. But I was money hungry at the time, and I was like,
Right.
F it. Why
And
not?
you were working out a lot at the time too.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
you were yoked.
Yeah. So
He was. I mean, hey, no shame. He was a beautiful human being. I mean, still is. But he was in peak performance at this point. Am I wrong?
no, you're not. It's when I came home, I discovered my love for beer again and eating, and I wasn't spending 5.5, 6 hours at a time at the gym and stuff.
That's
anymore.
crazy.
So, yeah. I mean, I looked fantastic. Am I going to do it again? No.
But that's what it takes, right? Like, okay, so like when I'm picturing that kind of physique, that kind of person in this industry, I'm thinking the Chippendale guys in Vegas.
Yep.
Right. So like I've talked to someone that I knew that was in that, and they said like that is like half of their job. Half is like sitting on the street taking photos with everyone, but the other half is literally maintaining this body.
Yeah. So like on the days that we kind of have off, I was always at the gym, and then I was always in the studio doing dance. keeping everything kind of fluid.
Yeah.
If I tried to do that shit now, I would have to have a chiropractor within the next hour. So,
that is wild.
yeah, dude, it's something that if you can keep up with it, fantastic. Good on you and stuff. But yeah, no, ever since I've been back home and I haven't been interested.
So you sought out your buddy. You said, hey, I want to get in on this. I want to make some extra cash. And then what?
Yeah, so he gave me a name, and I talked to this gentleman or whatever. I ended up doing like an amateur night at the Hollywood Men. So it's a little strip club down in like southern Los Angeles and stuff. So got an amateur night. I think my block was like 5-6 minutes.
Okay.
But I mean, after that, it was just, hey, come back next weekend. Hey, come back next weekend. And it just kind of kept occurring and stuff. So I do Friday, Saturday nights.
Cool.
That's a lot.
How much did you prep yourself for amateur night? Did you learn some like kind of study what you had to do to like make it work?
Kinda. I mean, it was a lot of hanging out with Ollie, the dude that I connected with.
He told you the ropes.
Yep. And he's like, I need you to do this, workout session, go to the studio with me, and we'll learn your body, basically. All it is, if you're confident enough to move certain ways in your body.
Absolutely. So.
That's wild. That's wild. And I mean, good on you, dude, because, like, I don't think that I have that kind of confidence to be out there doing that.
I'm getting nervous just thinking about that, like, lead up to, like, when they're calling you out.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. Like, okay, so it's almost kind of like, when you get your name called for like football or wrestling or something, like you kind of get the
you're coming out. Yeah.
And like it's such a surreal feeling hearing hundreds of people screaming your name and stuff. But I mean it took a lot of like, all right, I gotta effing do this.
You
almost have to hype yourself up. So
the Friday Night Lights, dude.
Yeah,
that's a whole different set of lights.
I remember when we were in football together back in high school, and our coaches were always like, when them Friday Night Lights come on and you get out on that field, you're the only thing out there. And like that's Jay getting out on stage. Like, you'd go back to those coaches and be like, fuck football, try having a bunch of chicks screaming your name. Way cooler.
Okay, so now I imagine in this industry you get a lot of wild offers and a lot of wild opportunities. What is like the craziest thing you think a customer or a client or guest or whatever you call them at the time did or said while you were out there performing?
So we did a private party one time for a bachelorette party. And dude, bachelorette parties are wild.
Yeah, right? I couldn't even imagine.
So Ollie was the first one to go, and I was supposed to show up 10 minutes later as like a secondary, entertainer.
Mm-hmm. But wait, there's more. Like
dude, I walk in, and there's this chick on the couch. He's doing his own thing with a big black eye, and I'm like, what happened to you?
Mushroom stamp?
Basically. So Ollie is this giant of a man. Like he's probably about 6. He's probably about 6'4"-ish, probably pushing about 230, 245.
Wow.
But I mean, he's hung like a horse, man. And no, I walked up to Ollie. I'm like, hey, dude, what's going on with the lady on the edge of the couch? He's like, oh, I did like a helicopter thing and I smacked her in the face. And I'm like, what the all right. And apparently she liked it. Like she got off on it. And she was taking a breather on the couch. That's when I came in. And it was just the almost the immediate reaction when you see, another entertainer is you just attack. I remember like having to bring extra boxers, pants. They were just getting ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was wild.
Oh my God,
dude. I got offered to bang the maid of honor and the bride at the same time for like $600. But I was like, I don't know. It seemed kind of sketchy, so I was like,
Well, I mean, don't incriminate yourself here. You're not a prostitute.
No.
Off air, Off air. No, that's wild to me. Did you have like a certain outfit that you came into this like, oh, dude, I'm just a police officer. I got a noise complaint. Or were you a pizza delivery guy?
Oh no. So
you just showed up.
When I show up, like my routine was like the whole like Western cowboy kind of thing.
Oh hell
so
yeah.
I had the cowboy hat, the button down. Like,
you'd be killing it now.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's that was kind of my routine. You know, we would do like as a group, we'd do like a military one and like a construction work, or your typical like
masculine shit.
Yeah, women's kind of wet dream kind of thing. But
Right.
Yeah.
That blows my mind that women, like, that's like what they draw themselves to, because us blue collar guys and shit are nothing like that at all. If they step foot on a freaking construction site, they would dry right up for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's a little different.
Women are are probably just as bad, if not worse, at showing their kind of like, how
like
men,
primal instincts.
Yeah. So if if you're single at a bar and you've been talking to this chick for a long time, you're just kind of like, all right, this we're doing this.
Yeah,
I think women just have a better way of hiding their hormones.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, you get them in front of in front of a group of guys that are all kinds of fucking half naked and sweaty and shit like that. They just lose their goddamn minds.
Wow.
I love it, dude.
I love that we're talking about this, because realistically, it's going to be perfect timing. This is going to come out literally, I think, 1 week or 2 weeks before Cody's fiance's bachelorette party. And they're getting a male stripper coming there. So I just like put shit in Cody's head. You're going to be helicoptering the fuck out of her face. Like, are you getting worried right now, or what?
I'm not worried. I don't care.
I love it, but I think it's true. Women are way more ruthless than guys. Like,
I agree.
There's this massive stigma about guys going to strip clubs and bachelor parties and stuff. And like, realistically, for me, strip clubs and stuff they're a humor aspect. It's it's entertainment.
Yes,
I'm not there to get my rocks off. But like, if girls get a stripper. Oh, they're ruthless.
Yeah.
They're all over it. It's unreal, and it's a double standard, honestly.
Yep.
I hate it.
Definitely. I think guys, we have a way of like the primal, kind of groaning and shit like that.
Right.
But
territorial.
and then you get women that get all kinds of hot and bothered. Then you might as well just file for like sexual assault or something like that.
But I think that's
start grabbing.
But you experience that, and I don't think most men in this world have not experienced women like that all over them.
No.
And that's got to be cool as shit to
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's fantastic. Like, I would like to think that I would be able to keep my, stamina up, but let's be honest, I can hardly keep one satisfied. How can I keep 3, 4, 5 satisfied at a time?
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean?
So you think the most fun that you had was not in like a club setting? You think it was at like these private parties and private events?
Well, so when you're up on like the club and stuff, it's kind of like a team aspect and stuff. If you, I don't even know how to compare it to a football team, but you get that camaraderie and shit like that. So you spend a lot of time with these guys, and you see the ups and downs of it. And I think times at private parties were a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, I enjoyed being with, because I hate solo acting.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
I could see where that would be kind of weird though.
Yeah,
because it's like 1v10 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And they're expecting you. They're expecting you
You're
to
on
do
your
some
own
stuff, and you don't
ever get a break.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
imagine.
No,
because like dancing, like I would imagine if you're not working out all the time, you get gassed
right
instantly.
So and like when I was there, I would think I was just dancing.
Yeah.
Throw me up there for a couple of minutes, I'll be just fine.
Yep.
No, my first night, I was banging water. I was out of breath. I couldn't, I just couldn't keep up with it. And then it turns out I was doing the wrong workout routine.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you have to staminize your muscles and then your lung capacity and shit like that
Dang.
too. So yeah.
So
it was wild.
what does that look like? Are you just doing a shit ton of cardio, or like what are you doing as far as like from a fitness perspective to keep that up?
It was kind of like CrossFit almost.
Okay.
So you do a lot of low weight, high reps, and it's a lot of cardio. Like I did a lot of steps. I did a lot of mountain climbers, a lot of the treadmill stuff, bicycle. I was more concerned about my cardio because I have shit for cardio now.
Yeah.
I mean and back then I wasn't much of a runner anyways. Mm-hmm. So, I mean basically you take a marathon runner's workout.
Wow.
And you do a couple little tweaks here and there. Yeah, it was not fun.
Wild.
When you say CrossFit, when I always picture CrossFit, it's people working out with everyday things, with tires and fucking throwing 5-gallon buckets and stuff. Isn't that what CrossFit is?
I don't know. I've never been to.
Kind of. I mean, what I would do is I would do a muscle up. You'd pull up and then lift your body up and then slowly lean yourself back down.
Oh, okay.
And you'd add weights to your a belt or something like that. And then you get on a crunch machine and you just go ham for like 6 minutes.
I was thinking like to incorporate the CrossFit to your area of work. Maybe you have like a big ass blow up doll that you have to roll around and shit. And like you're throwing blow up dolls and shit. Yeah, like you know, because
You're hula hooping.
Yeah.
Over and over.
You put like a weight on your helicopter.
Go up to the coin machine where it's like that punch machine. If you punch it hard enough and break the record, I do like that shit.
Oh, this is going phenomenal.
Unreal.
This is a little bit different than the Santa episode.
Yeah, no doubt. We're really slingshotting off of that one.
Yeah, the kids can watch this one.
Yeah, for sure.
So, God, it's just I just cannot picture this scenario. I mean, and again, you don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but like, what was the kind of money like? What obviously, if it was worth it, you did it for sounded like an extended period of time where you were in a club setting, you're in a private party setting. The money was great, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Would you say it's worth it for someone if they're interested to pursue that as a full-time job?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can from stripping, you can go into modeling, and you can go into like Calvin Klein. You can go into anywhere. You know, if you make the right connections and know the right people, eventually you're gonna get what you want out of it.
Dang.
But I mean, it was something kind of part-time for me, which is fantastic. I love the money. I probably made $300-400 a night.
No,
You know,
That's pretty good.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I only did it for about 2.5 months, if that.
Dang.
So I was like, all right, yeah, no, it's cool and all. And then like the whole like, you know, I started going to like private parties, and then there was like a lot of like hard drugs and shit involved. And that's when I was calling it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I ain't
It's getting a
doing
little
that.
sketchy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what does it cost to get like a private male stripper to a party?
So if it's like one guy, I mean, you work with an agency and he'll, you know, put on a flat rate of like, if you need him all night long, it's $600.
Okay.
If there's two guys and you want them for just 2-3 hours, it's $400 or $500. You know, it kind of depends on what you're looking for as a group wise.
So how much of that do you see, and then how much goes to your pimp?
So we didn't have pimps, all right. So I got like it was like a 35% cut of whatever was made plus tips.
Nice.
Okay.
And the rest of it would go back to the club or whoever ran the club or whatever agency set up that party.
Yeah,
So-
that makes total sense.
Yep.
Wow.
Would security come with you? Like, was there a bouncer?
No, not really. I mean, if it was a party of like 20 people, then yeah, I'd be like, hey, dude, I need somebody else.
Yeah,
'cause
you're
then-
kind of outnumbered.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to end up in somebody's basement. And fucking
Yeah.
going,
Good
you know, put the
point.
lotion on the skin. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that as a possibility. But
I'm
that,
sure it's a dangerous thing, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said, when you start seeing drugs and shit, you don't know what the hell's
Yeah.
going on.
As soon as I started seeing like heroin and ecstasy and shit like that, I was no, I ain't.
Yeah.
I ain't. Not about that.
Oh,
playing
I
that game.
100% feel you. We were at a house party one time in college, and we saw there was this
was a
gal.
Halloween party.
It was a Halloween party. There was a gal dressed up as a hippie, and there was a needle in her arm, and I thought it was just part of her costume.
Yeah.
But then we're seeing people hit the plunger on the syringe that's in her arm, and then she hands it to someone else, and they're using the same exact needle, doing it. And I look at, I don't remember who I was sitting next to. I look at them,
all of us.
and then I'm like, oh shit. Like, this is real.
Yeah.
Like, this is real. We got to get out of here. Why are we here? Where are we
We
right
have
now?
to leave.
Yeah,
It was
where are we right now? I am not okay with this. And then,
fucking
yeah,
crazy.
it was nuts because, I mean, it's a weird scenario when you mix them primal instincts and then also, like, you get these hardcore drugs involved.
Right.
It just turns kind of weird.
Oh,
And
yeah,
everyone in the room, the mentality changed instantaneously.
Yeah, it's very sketchy.
Yeah.
And I mean you'll get your entertainers that they'll just brush it off, and then they're probably in the shit anyways.
Yeah,
Right. God, is now okay. And in the club setting, is that pretty common where people like bring in their own drugs? I imagine like uppers are pretty common. You know, cocaine, Adderall,
Oh
whatever.
yeah. I mean you get your people in the VIP stuff or like a higher paying lounge, and they'll do whatever they feel whatever they want.
Right.
I'm assuming a lot of people when they show up will like kind of pregame in a sense, and then just kind of take breaks coming in and out so they can keep that high or whatever the hell's going on.
God, that's wild.
I know one of the dudes that I entertained with, his choice was like cocaine and meth.
And meth?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like the dude would just not sleep for like a week.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can always tell by them pupils, dude. They get
Very
huge.
productive.
Off of
Very
meth or
productive
cocaine?
meth.
Which one? All right.
Just fucking.
Just zoinked out.
Was he a productive guy?
Oh yeah, I mean he had a work ethic and stuff. It was just when we had like stage breaks and stuff, he would just do his thing.
Slip away for a
That's
minute.
wild.
Yeah.
I bet he would crash for like days.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean he was on the tail end of his career when I first started showing up. Anyways, so
Yeah.
I heard that he wouldn't show up for 2 nights and then
Yeah.
come back the week later and then
Hey, I need money or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think the average career span of a male dancer would be?
if it's something they're pursuing, I'd say like anywhere from 2 to 5, 6 years. But I mean, if it was something part time, I think maybe a year and a half, 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
You did it right. Like you got in at the right time and then you got out at the right time
exactly.
before it got too much.
It almost sounds like it's like a stepping stone or whatever. Like you could use, like you're saying, use it to
Oh yeah.
get into
yeah.
whatever acting, modeling.
I've heard of plenty of guys that started off in the male entertainment business, go off and model for like Calvin Klein or even like Wrangler and shit like that.
Wow. Brett
And-
Favre?
Oh yeah.
Sick.
Marky Mark. He was a Calvin Klein boy.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
right. Okay, so I worked with a gal that got to meet Mark Wahlberg when he was in Chippendales, right? Because he was in Chippendales for a little bit.
I think he might have been before the Calvin Klein deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-Funky Bunch?
What? Maybe he wasn't
Marky
in
Mark,
Chippendales.
yeah.
Anyway, this gal I used to work with, she apparently drove limo or was the coordinator for the Chippendales back in like
She was a pimp?
80s, 90s, something like that.
Yeah.
And she said it was just wild.
Oh, I bet back then it was
the
fucking
party
insane.
because it was like a group of like 10 to 20 guys that
Oh, yeah.
traveled together doing these shows for all these women, and she said it was just nuts.
Yeah.
Just crazy parties everywhere they went.
They have like Chippendales up at the casino, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like single men will go up there on the prowl, waiting at the gates when they let them out.
Actually,
the old women.
It's actually not a bad idea.
It's really not.
Because like he said, these chicks are so aged up, and
Yeah.
they come out of there, and you just like we should just have like a line of single dudes like blocking the
Yeah.
exit, and then if we could do like Red Rover, send them cougars right over, and just break the line, and just get a whole block of hotel rooms.
Yeah.
A whole block of hotel rooms.
And I also hear that those guys. I mean, did you just fucking party and shit all the time back then?
Not really.
I mean, you were in the military.
Yeah. So I mean, I became a pretty heavy alcoholic and stuff like that, but I didn't.
Obviously. How is that obvious?
But I mean, yeah, we would continue to party and stuff at house parties, drink and whatnot. But I mean, I wasn't partaking in the hard drugs or anything
Right.
like that. So
Because
right. I feel that.
I've heard before, we grew up around the casino and stuff, and when Chippendales come, I heard that it's well known all the rooms are fucking destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
They have
Yeah.
to remodel the rooms. They blow holes in the walls and like fuck everything up.
But I bet they make so much money.
Oh,
they
yeah.
just look
They
the
don't
other
give a
way
shit.
on it.
But it sounds like they just party hard.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I've
You-
heard those rooms get fucked.
You can
I
get
did not know
rooms
that.
that like can join together and stuff. You have like a door in between rooms.
Yeah.
and they don't even use the door. They'll just go right through the effing wall, man. It's insane. Like
Yeah.
people, yeah.
I've heard people them knocking the wall down in between the fucking rooms.
Like if you,
It's probably made of nothing.
yeah, oh yeah, no, nothing. It's, yeah. But yeah, like if you see like a block, reserved off for Chippendales or something like that, or a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
I think a lot of hotels and casinos and stuff are like, all right, well,
Yeah.
we're gonna be prepared to shell out this remodel.
Yeah,
you
sit
know?
down and start doing deposits.
They're coming up the elevator in like whole construction outfits with fucking jackhammers, and they're like, "Dude, this isn't your set right now." Like, "Oh, we know it's not," and they're up there fucking remodeling the rooms.
You got the contractors on call already. Chippendale coming through. Yep.
Do you think it's more common for someone to pursue it as a part-time deal, just like alongside a different career, or more common for guys to just go all in on just that?
I think the path of like a male entertainer is that part-time, I need a little bit extra cash, all this other stuff, but then they realize that they like it. They like the party scene. They like, doing their thing. And
Yeah.
then I think that's when a trigger happens. I want to make this a full-time thing.
It sounds like too. It's a thing that you only have to do 2-3 times a week if you want to actually like live on it.
Oh,
I mean,
exactly.
It doesn't sound like it'd be that crazy to just do it full time.
Right.
But you have 4 days to do whatever the fuck else you want.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if you can make a ton of money just by doing like every other weekend
Yeah.
too. So
Do you feel? Did you feel kind of? I feel like women have it. I mean, pretty fucking easy nowadays that they can just make OnlyFans or like go be strippers and stuff. Like I've seen a lot of like you said you put
I didn't know where that was going.
whatever. I'm gonna go controversial.
No,
on
I
this
got
one.
you.
Like,
It's not controversial.
he talks about how he was putting in so much work in the gym and in the studio and stuff like that. Like, were you offended? Because I've gone to Bach and I've seen some girls that have put zero effort in before they're set. Right. And does that piss you off as a male because you put in so much work and like kind of like a different level?
I see where I think it does piss me off to a point. I mean, obviously you're gonna get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you're not putting any time in and you're not focusing on like your body and your own structure, you're not gonna get a whole lot of money in tips, or no one's gonna want to request you. No one's gonna want to get you to go to events.
Right.
So I mean, it pisses me off to a point, and I agree. And then OnlyFans, I that really shot up in the past couple of years. Anyways.
Crazy.
So make money how you want. I mean,
what's your thought on the male perspective of OnlyFans? Have you ever thought about pursuing that? I know you're out of the industry now, but at the time, do you think you would have done that?
I think if OnlyFans was a thing, especially like how it is now, back when I was dancing and stuff, I probably would have heavily considered it. And then, but the other issue is like I'd have to find somebody to do content with,
right?
Because there's only so much stuff you can do as a male solo.
For sure,
act.
yeah,
right,
yeah. And you already are kind of doing the content. You might as well be filming it and putting it up. You know what I mean? Like,
but then at the same time, with him, like this was his part-time career, and like girls in college just go to strippers. Like you can get away from that, and there's absolutely nothing like that on the internet. Like these girls that just right out of high school start a fucking OnlyFans. That shit's on the internet forever. Right. You can't get rid of that. Like he could erase his whole stripping career ever. Now he can't. Now it's on the internet. but like you can get out of it, and like that's just part of your past.
Yeah.
But I feel like OnlyFans is the next step that's always there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a good point. Oh my God. But I mean, hey, it's all about diversifying your income too. All these other streams coming in. I mean, at that point, I imagine that platforms like OnlyFans, Patreon have allowed people like that to really take it full time and like take it serious.
Oh yeah.
Is there like a union or like benefits package of any sort for this kind of industry?
I would assume there would be like a medical and dental kind of plan, but I mean, I was just cash under the table kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
It's not under the table now.
Well, yeah, I mean, Des, if you're watching this, man, I apologize.
Yeah, you kind of need a dental plan, if you're going to be a stripper.
Well, yeah, and especially
why is that?
I don't know. I just wanted to say that.
I mean, you going to pay a stripper that runs in with some gummies on or what?
No, I'm just saying. That's a good point. I've never seen a stripper with bad teeth.
True.
Actually, I have. But talk about Bach. I've seen some shit at Bach for $2. To tell you what.
Oh my God!
But
Hell of a deal.
yeah. We were talking about your confidence and everything, and I kind of backtrack a little bit. Like I just did this boudoir photo shoot and stuff,
right?
And that was extremely uncomfortable. Like I'm a very confident person. I do a lot of shit in public and don't really care what
You
people
felt
think.
uncomfy.
I was insanely uncomfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but like halfway through that, like Dalton's wife really like kind of broke me out of my shell and got me comfortable doing that. And I bet you that was like kind of an empowerful feeling for you too. Like for me, I'm by myself like that. But like if I was in front of people and stuff, that confidence is huge.
Oh,
and I respect the hell out of that.
So my first couple of times on stage, I was kind of stiff, and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. And
Are you supposed to be stiff?
no.
Okay. All right.
Until like I said, Ali kind of took me under his wing. Hey man, you need to be a little bit more loose.
Doing this.
And like, so the whole confidence thing, like I'm normally pretty confident even now, but like when I first got like the group aspect, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I feel not as up to par, you know what
Right,
I mean?
right.
I would
Start feeling small.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like the confidence things, I would assume that there's been some guys and stuff at the club.
Oh, yeah.
That have been throwing money at you and stuff.
Yeah.
What was what did you feel about that?
Money's money, man.
Absolutely. I love that.
Heard that?
Gangster, dude. That's gangster response.
Got nothing. I like that. I like that a lot. That's awesome.
Was there ever any big controversy in any clubs or private parties? You ever get any fights breaking out over don't touch that chick or whatever?
Oh, well, we had a pissed off boyfriend or husband or whatever a couple of times.
Yeah.
She'd get pulled up on stage and and someone's working on her and shit like that, and then you'd get the angry significant other trying to climb up on stage and
Yeah.
But other than that, nothing too wild. It was kind of like it was a real mellow like
Interesting
environment and stuff.
Cool.
I've never been to a male club before. Well, I've been to gay 90s, but I haven't really seen male.
There weren't
strippers.
dancers.
No, there wasn't. But do you? Is it full nude or is it like? Do you wear Speedo the whole time or?
So my thing was like like boxer briefs
Yep.
or Speedo or something like that. I never really got full nude.
Okay.
Just because I'm not that confident. Yeah. But I mean, you'll get dudes that'll screw up,
You have to keep a little mystery aspect to it.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know when I go to a full nude strip club, I do not like that. I don't like that at all.
No.
Keep a little bit of mystery, a little bit of wonder. It's all about the
4
wonder.
inches to the imagination.
The Wizard of Oz, like the thing behind the curtain is what I don't want to know what's behind the curtain. All right. Yeah.
What do you think is one thing in the industry that you didn't expect, whether it be from the entertainment aspect or just the logistics?
I didn't think that like after a weekend of working, I was more like exhausted just physically and mentally because you got to keep a character in you. I didn't expect that, and I didn't expect like the drugs to be an actual thing until I was like, oh, you only see this shit in movies, and then that happened. So I was like, all right, yeah, it is what it is. And then like you'll have a couple like sleazeball like managers and shit like that that'll take more than they want. And so a lot of it was just kind of dealing with that kind of stuff, and like they're like entertainment clubs are on like a very, very strict schedule. Like if you're even if you get requested and then like your stage time is up, like you have to either report there or you're just gonna lose out on $200. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like everyone's very punctual. Everyone's on time, which I didn't expect. I thought it was just a bunch of people rolling out of bed at 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, come and go as you please kind of thing.
Yep.
I suppose you got to keep the entertainment going though, constant.
Oh yeah,
content
constant.
rolling.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Absolutely.
Now, at these kind of clubs that are both male and female, is there a combination, or is there like certain days where it's all male, all female dancers?
Well, no. So when you get the male and females all together, I mean, you can request to have acts together and shit like that, but I mean, it's not very common, and a lot of like swingers will request that. Then they'll actually like try and contact your manager for you to have a private party.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've had a couple of those, and I'm like, no, I'm not into that. That's not happening.
Yeah. See what you're doing here?
It blows my mind how much, honestly, like the whole swinger community when you get older, that's very
It's
prominent.
all over the
Yeah,
place.
what is up with
fucking
that?
unreal.
I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of like middle-aged couples.
Yeah.
That are swingers and stuff. I think it's just kind of trying to keep the spice in their relationship alive.
Okay.
Like, I remember talking to this lady, and she told me that she was single. She wanted me to go back to her house and stuff. So, and I did. But
I like the pause.
Was the dad there? Was not the dad? The dad's been there.
Was your dad there?
so I go there, and she's filling out a bunch of paperwork and stuff because I'm not a prostitute.
Okay.
Right.
So I was there for a party.
And you don't have to
entertainment
incriminate
and
yourself.
stuff.
If
Yeah.
you don't want to answer anything, don't feel like you have to.
So things are getting hot and heavy, and all of a sudden I hear footsteps, and I'm like, all right, what the hell is that? And it turns out it's her husband.
Oh.
Her husband likes to watch.
Oh.
Yeah, it was why I was done. I left. And
Yeah, like, whoa.
Yeah, no. And and it was funny because all I could see was the cherry from his like Marlboro Red out of his mouth.
In the corner.
Yeah, I was like,
Nice work, kid.
yeah.
He's sitting in the corner with I just picture, he's in the corner in a really old like 70s chair, and there's a lamp just
That's
over
exactly what I was picturing.
and there's a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
His legs up on his knee.
Yeah. And you're across the room just violating his wife.
Dude,
Oh my God.
I probably wouldn't have
When you
paid,
put it that way, it seems so aggressive.
It is aggressive. What's not aggressive about cuckolding?
right.
Oh my.
That's spooky.
And I probably wouldn't have like made it such a big deal, but he had like a really deep, like Sam Elliott voice. And I'm like, I can't do that shit, man. I could hear everything he was saying. You like that? Just no. All right, I'm done.
We've really come a long way from the Santa episode. We've strayed further and further from God.
But is this not what we wanted, though?
100%.
This is beautiful.
Going into this, we weren't looking at a Santa episode.
You got to make waves. You got to make waves.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. That's insane.
I had a buddy that entertained with me, and he did a lot of like meetups and stuff. And he was telling me the story. You know, he went over to this lady's house, and you know they were doing the deed and stuff. And she like he's into some pretty weird shit. I mean, this dude was kind of fucked up. And I remember he was telling me about it, and he's like, yeah, for some reason like she asked me if she could play with the chili ring, and he was like, all right, yeah, cool. So she stuck a handkerchief up his ass. You know, it was kind of like, you know them like them tails or them butt plug tails.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that with a handkerchief. And she's like, all right, well, when you're about to come, let me know. And he's like, all right, yeah. As soon he told her, you know, I'm about to finish. She pulled it, rips it like a fucking Honda 200, you know what I mean? And just shits everywhere.
Oh no!
Everywhere.
Oh no!
That's not even the weird part, man.
It's pretty fucking weird.
So she, you know, they get done. He's kind of cleaning up. He comes out of the bathroom. She's rolling around in it. That's
What
the kind
the
of the weird shit happens, dude. Like
This is the perfect time. This is the perfect time to talk about our title sponsor that we have for this episode. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Yeah, okay. I was not expecting that, honestly. When I was thinking, what's the craziest thing that he's had happen, I was not picturing that. I'm not going to lie.
yeah, he came back. He looked like a violated puppy dog, man. He was just like, I don't know what the hell happened.
Interesting.
Yeah, he took a couple of days for himself. But
Bereavement days.
A couple of days for himself. Oh, my God. Wow, okay.
I kind of had a slight cuckolding experience. Shit.
Really?
Yeah, I was at a strip club once, and the swinger couple was there. I didn't know it was a swinger couple. This chick grabbed my thing and yells for her husband across the bar and is like, check this thing out, like grabbing my
God.
And that was enough for me to be like, oh, and the guy's like, nice.
and that's
like, bro.
that's kind of how it starts. Like Ali's a big black dude, and I remember chick coming over just like worshiping it. You know what I mean? And the boyfriend or whatever, like looked at her and she's like, you know what I mean? Like look at
that.
this.
How belittling would that be for the husband?
Just a piece of meat, dude.
Right? Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. This is way different of an episode. I wasn't gonna try to drink much, but I'm gonna have a pull of this.
What is that? Where did that come from?
This came from the liquor store. I just went and got it.
Thank you, liquor store.
Yeah, thank you, Voyager Bottle Shop.
Voyager Bottle Shop.
Biggest liquor store this side, the Beaver Bay.
Yeah, you betcha.
I love that commercial.
So, yeah, I'm speechless about the poop thing. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm just envisioning that, and I can't get it out of my head now.
No.
But, okay, other than private parties and a club setting, is there, like, a novelty aspect to it where, like, people would hire you to come embarrass, like, their friends at work, like that kind of shit?
I haven't had any experiences like that, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming it's probably a not common, but I'm sure it happens.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Like a
I
what do they
think
call
for
them? Not telegrams.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? Where they send a mariachi band to
Yeah,
someone's
yeah.
house or a clown or whatever.
We would get dispersed to like clothing companies like Hollister or something like that, and just stand outside the store.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like subbed out.
That's
Yeah.
where they
Yeah.
get it.
Yep.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, if you're looking for that's a good call to make. You know, they're going to be
male
chiseled and good looking
yeah,
dudes.
yeah.
Remember when we were kids, Hollister always used to have two guys that were just shredded outside of Hollister.
I remember
Just standing there.
Tucker got offered a job once, and his head was so fucking big. Cocksucker wouldn't stop talking about it for like a month. Swear to God, I'm sitting there with my pudgy little ass. They're like, well, I mean, if you want full T-shirts in the back, you can, but if you want Tucker out front. Like,
What's that? What is it, like Big Dog or something? That store?
Oh, that's where I'd stand out in front of Big Dog.
But now that's the thing, though. A lot of women are turning to that dad bod.
They love the
chubbier-
dad
Oh,
bods.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my old lady loves it.
And I didn't realize that was a thing until recently, that they're like, that's a big thing right now. The girls, I've never experienced that until I met a chick that loves big guys. And I told her, like, I'm on like a weight loss journey right now. And I'm like, I want to lose like 40 more pounds. And she's like, honestly, if you lose 40 more pounds, I don't know if I'm going to talk to you anymore. Like, she's like, that'd be too small.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, she wants me big. She likes her big guys.
Big boy.
Well, and I was never big to begin with. I mean, in high school, I was like 130 pounds soaking wet. So,
right.
like, this is different. You know, now it's like, all right, yeah, I got a little chub. Fuck it.
Yeah. I saw this video come up on my TikTok feed the other day that said, like, Pete Davidson and Jack Harlow are the quote sexiest man in Hollywood right now. Do you really want to go to the gym at 6 a.m.? We need to re-strategize.
But like, they're really small guys. Well, Harlow's not super small, but Pete Davidson's nothing.
Yeah. But like guys like Jack
He's
Harlow,
tall.
like he's just a normal looking dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's just like someone that you would see at the grocery store.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Aside from the fashion, but yes.
Aside from the fashion. Well,
'Cause isn't Pete-
post fame, but pre-fame, he's just like dressed
Yeah.
like a normal dude, drove a normal ass car. Like
He lives in his mom's basement.
In some of his music videos, there's like a Pontiac Grand Prix that he's rolling in. Like he's
That's
just a
gangster.
normal guy, you know?
Well, and then Pete Davidson lives in his mom's basement. Is
Yeah.
rich as fuck.
And is now-
nailing Kim Kardashian. Like, are you kidding me? Literally, like, the 2005, like we grew up in that era of the
Yeah.
Kim K video. Like, that was our sexual figure, I feel like. At least for me growing up. Like, Kim K was,
The Ray J. Kim K.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I just was actually seeing a thing on, came up, I think, on Facebook or something, talking about how Kanye West actually had found out that there was a second video.
Oh, okay.
And he personally went to Ray J's house, got this laptop that had supposedly the only copy of the second video on it, and like brought it to Kim as like
blackmail?
No, as like a gift.
as like a hey, you know, I want, you know, as the mother of my kids, I don't want this to resurface, so like here you go.
Well, that
Now
was
that
nice
you
of
have
him,
the
but
only
like
thing.
kind of selfish.
The world wants to see. I've never personally found her very attractive.
Yeah, same.
See,
I've never.
I think it's just over. You know, I think she's overplayed.
Overhyped.
I mean, yeah, overhyped.
Yeah, overhyped for sure. She got a lot of work done that really, I think, ruined it for me. I feel like, you know, she's super fake.
What do you think about the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians? You ever seen that?
No. I've seen the bits. Like, it created a lot of amazing sound bites.
Yes. Oh my
The
God.
sound
I
bites
never
are
realized
incredible.
that how many of the sounds that came along with like memes that came from Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
We should do that too. Like, pull sound bites out of shows like that. Like, right now they have Bad Girls Club. If you ever heard of that?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
I just heard of that from the younger generation, I guess I could say. And I'm like, fuck. I searched up some GIFs and stuff, and they do a lot of good sound bites, man, that we could probably use. It'd be hilarious. Yeah. A lot of good TikTok shit.
No, okay. In the club scenario, when you were dancing, when you were performing, I know every place. I shouldn't say I'm not like a frequent flyer. I haven't been to a lot of places, but every place that I have been to is very strict. No phones, no cameras, no nothing.
Yep.
Do you have any experiences where it was like someone's trying to film you, like we need to get them out of here, kind of thing?
Yeah, so we've actually stopped a show one time because there was like a row of people like trying to record video,
Really?
take pictures and stuff, and eventually it led to the bouncers going, "Hey, is either give us those or put them in your pocket, or you guys can leave because they're not going to come back out on stage until whatever you have is deleted and gone."
Dang.
Yeah, because like you know, if you think about it, you can go off and sell that kind of stuff.
Right.
You can put it. You can put it on OnlyFans. You can put it on Pornhub. You can put it on just the internet, let alone.
Or just blackmail someone with
Right.
it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was at a party a couple years ago, and I wanted to get a photo of my friend with all these strippers like on them, like just for a photo, a funny photo. And they told me it was going to be $40 a girl to take one fucking picture.
Yeah.
And I'm like, No, fuck no. I said I could Photoshop chicks all over him for free. And this guy was like, later on in the night, he was like, oh, I was just kidding about that, man. We could do it for $10 a girl. Like, he was trying to like come back and negotiate with me because I'm like, absolutely not. He went way too high with the price.
Yeah.
No
It was
fucking
weird
shot.
too. The backdrop was like super pixelated.
Dude,
It
super
was-
pixelated Rolls Royce with fucking dollars everywhere. It was so
Weird.
funny.
It was weird.
They had like a whole photo booth. It was so sketchy.
That was for a bachelor party, right?
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, okay.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever been to a place that has a photo booth or something like that set up?
So when we would do like we would get like subbed out to like Hollister, Abercrombie and Fitch or some shit
Yeah.
like that. We would have like a photo booth, kind of like a Chippendale booth,
Mm-hmm.
where you know you pay $10, $20. And
Does that go to you?
Well, kinda, not
Okay.
really, but I mean,
You get a portion of
like
it.
yeah, like if we have tips too,
Yep.
we'll take the tips and divide
Got
it
it.
because normally it was 2 to 3 guys. So I mean, you know, charge $20 for a picture, and then if they decide to give you a tip and stuff like that, that it's definitely a thing. And
That's
like
wild.
when we all go out as a group, I mean, it's like $50-$60 to take a picture with all of us.
Yeah.
So
Dang. Yeah, I suppose that makes total sense though. Have you ever been to Vegas?
I have, yeah. Yep.
Would you consider doing that kind of thing where you see like the guys out on the strip, the Chippendales type guys on Fremont or whatever,
I definitely would, yeah.
and they just take photos with everyone all
Yeah.
day for however much money?
I
should do
definitely
that.
would. I'd do it right now. Screw
Totally
it.
should. do that.
I think that'd be pretty funny. I could
I think
stand out.
we'd have to go on Fremont, but yeah.
I could go out on Fremont dressed in like a Speedo.
Nipple
and just
tassels.
offer pictures, just me. This
Maybe you can get White Castle to do some White Castle nipple tassels for you, dude. We could fucking.
have like a slider keychains. that, like,
we just
it's,
get-
it's a necklace and it's got a crave crate folded open on it. And you're just handing them out.
Oh my god!
hand them out.
yeah.
Bro, that's gold.
Yeah.
Sell them for $10 a piece.
There we go.
Nice. Nice.
all
Sorry,
lick 'em
sorry,
first.
sorry.
Somebody would definitely
10X.
buy it out on Fremont. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have
You're just in your fucking boxers. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
my White Castle shit.
Yeah.
the White Castle stickers over your nipples
Pasties?
as pasties.
Yes,
Call yourself the White Knight.
dude, you're brilliant.
What is their slogan? Something crave.
The crave punch is no clock.
No, that's not it though. There's another one. There's like the main one.
The crave. Something about crave.
Well, right now they're talking about like risk or whatever. Or,
You're like on the
they
trim.
have like the little meter thing on the bottom of the boxes that tell you to do things like how risky it is. You see those?
No.
No?
No.
The crave is a powerful thing.
Okay.
The crave is a powerful
Crave punch is no clock is what I grew up on, dude.
You call yourself the Crave Man.
thing. All I'm
Crave
saying
me,
is
dude.
that would make an incredible video. So whenever you're ready to go to Vegas, Tyler, you just let me know. I
wanna
will go
to
anytime.
Vegas.
I'm
Vegas
going
is
on
fun.
Sunday actually.
I've never been to Vegas.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, you're going on
Definitely.
Sunday.
You would thrive out there.
I can't go to Vegas on Sunday. How about you stay home and then I'll go with your dad?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deal.
Let's do that.
Deal.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can think about every time that I've been on Fremont is like coming across these people where they're literally their main purpose or their main job is just dressing as wild as they can
Yeah.
and taking photos with people on Fremont Street.
One thing that surprised me about Vegas is I went for the first time ever when I was 21, and I couldn't really afford to even be out there. You see all these people, and you like don't forget some of the shit, right? There's like I don't know. There's like I think it's like 2 dudes, and they've got it's 2 old ladies. They got black nipple tassels. They walk around in like almost nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm listening.
You see them again. Like I went.
They're there every
I went like a couple months ago, and the same fucking people from 6 years ago are there, and I'm like,
They're always
really?
there.
that's just their job. Like that's what they do.
Wow.
And they, and they have those little sections on Fremont, that little like circle or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Where like
You buy it.
I've seen people arguing about that shit.
Really?
Like a street performer and another guy like
this is
yeah.
my spot.
Yeah, like there's a dude that like I don't know if it's corn or what, but he like shucks some sort of plant and then creates something out of it, like baskets or something for you.
Yep.
Okay.
And he was like arguing with some lady, they're like yelling at each other. And she's like, "This is mine," and he's like, "Nope."
Because they pay for those
I'm
circles.
sure for a reality TV show like Storage Wars, you could do like, Las Vegas fucking Performer Wars or something.
Yeah.
Like it could be
I feel like
entertaining. I bet.
that's where all the losers from America's Got Talent go to die.
That's if you win, that's where you go to die.
They probably I was gonna say they probably make a lot of money doing that.
America's Got Talent the winner gets a show in Vegas. That's the actual.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So like all
Puppet.
people that don't make it.
Puppet people.
Yeah,
usually
I just started watching America's Got Talent to like go to sleep to.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. It's like
So there's some strange humans
there
on
was
there.
this dude that was like crushing walnuts with his ass.
Yep.
Really?
I'm like, why?
And this is a talent?
And yeah, that was his talent. But it's like, where do you go from there? How do you progress your content over just crushing
Right.
walnuts with your ass?
Right.
What
You
else
can
can
kind
you
of
do?
you can kind of like you can see on that show what's in there just for like the hot little minute to be
Yeah.
funny, and then you can see like the actual like those light up dudes that did. I don't remember what they're called, but
Blue Man Group?
no,
Well, Blue Man Group came from there, didn't it?
very similar. No, they're way older. than
There's
that.
a lot of
They've
Blue
been
Man
around a
Group-
long time.
A lot of Blue Man Group copiers on there, though.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah,
A
but
lot
there's
of
dudes that
fucking-
wore like neon lights, and then the lights are shut off, and you just see
Oh
like
yeah, they're like stick figures.
yeah, and then they
yeah.
do like glove shit or whatever. Those guys or whatever. So
They're a product of America's
yeah,
Got Talent?
yeah, they came from there.
Imagine how many male dancers are on America's Got Talent. Remember what was the dance crew thing that they had?
2 Live Crew.
No, the TV competition where the Jabberwockies came.
So you
out
think
of.
you can
Oh
dance?
my
You know who?
God.
Oh yeah, that was what it was.
The Jabberwockies.
So
dude.
last time I was in Vegas, there was a group of people doing that on Fremont, and it was nuts.
God, dude, there's some talent
These
out
guys-
there.
There's a
were
lot of talent on Fremont. dude.
Unbelievable dancers.
Choreographed dancing is fucking awesome, especially
Crazy.
Like hip hop songs.
Yep.
Blows my mind. Like what was that? Get Served or whatever, or what was that movies? The movies. You Just Been Served or some shit like that. Like,
Whatever. I don't
Whatever. Electric Boogaloo. Like Breaking and Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. Like that's breakdancing. But like choreographed dancing is fucking wild. But here's the thing: when would you ever do that? Like out in the wilderness? Like you're never gonna go.
Oh yeah, Bear.
Yeah, you're not gonna show up at a wedding and like you and your crew just whip out a choreographed.
I'm not
dance.
gonna lie. If you did, I'd be like, that was fucking dope.
Okay, should we choreograph a dance? All the groups.
Absolutely not.
Yes, I'm in.
It's like he goes absolutely not.
It's like a
His wedding, not mine.
2002
Yes.
Step Up.
Yes,
Step
that was
up.
it.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
we go.
like a 2002 Step Up wedding finale version.
Yes.
So then you
on
have to
it.
get the bridesmaids into it too.
Yeah, we could do a battle between the bridesmaids and the groomsmen.
That actually would be so funny because there's going to be 3 pregnant women and the bridesmaids.
Oh God.
I could be pregnant then.
I get pregnant.
I'll start eating more White Castle.
All right, I'm just going to look like I'm pregnant for the wedding, and we'll call it a day.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
I think so.
We're
too.
getting off tangent.
Yeah, we are getting off
Vegas
tangent.
is
All
dope.
right. Well, Jason, we really want to thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. I know it takes a lot of confidence, takes a lot of guts to spill this kind of stuff, but I really appreciate it. Thank you for giving us an inside look into the male entertainment industry.
Was there anything else we didn't touch on? Like, is there
Yeah.
something you could think of? Like,
No, not off the top of my head. No.
yeah. When you got out of it, was there like I picture you walking into like a dismal office and you're like, man, I don't think I can do this anymore. and they're like,
The end of the movie.
and they're like cleaning their fucking gun. There's no way out at this point.
No. I mean, it was kind of told Des, hey man, I'm done. You know, I had fun. You know, thank you for the opportunity and stuff, but I'm gonna go elsewhere. And Des is pretty like respectful about it. So
Nice.
he,
I'm sure he sees it all the time. You know,
Yeah,
guys
absolutely.
pop
Yeah.
in, pop
Yeah.
out.
Come and
That's the
go.
thing, yeah.
so,
Come back, whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had a blast when I was doing it, but I mean, I just couldn't, especially after some episodes happened.
There's only
I
so
was-
much bandanas and shit rolling around.
That's awesome. Well, is there anything you want to promote? Do you have like a business page or anything like that? You want to?
Maybe not.
You want to plug your socials? Where can people find you? Like on Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
I got no spicy content, so I mean,
Yeah.
you're just gonna find your average dude's Instagram. You know?
Holding up fish and 4-wheelers and whatever.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
love it.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming on, man. We really appreciate it. And maybe we'll have you on again.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get you in a little skit. Maybe we'll go dance around people's cars or something like that while they're trying to leave.
I'd be down for that. Yeah. I appreciate you guys having me on, and yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time.
Do you remember when it was the Jackass bit where you like party boy on random people?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
And they'd
Yeah.
like do the rip off clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That was
tracksuits.
hilarious.
I forgot about that bit.
We're
that is
gonna bring that back.
Dude, we should. No one's done it in a long
Have
time.
to.
Jackass 4 comes out February 4th, man.
Jackass
be-
forever.
Jackass
Forever.
It's going to be big moves, big things coming. So, yeah, I appreciate the hell out of it. This was fun, Jay.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome. I see what you did there.
Do I hit the outro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to On Tap with the Boys. Be sure to follow us on social media and stay updated. Tune in next week for another episode about Tyler's problems.
So how much editing are you going to have to do like for like content warning signs and shit on this?
0.
I think maybe
They know what they're getting into. They already know from the title.
Oh, good. Okay. We'll see you next week, fellas.